Yesterday, I spent 3 hours recording this exact video and it's unusable. The deals changed and now they're even better than they were yesterday by approximately £150. Recording this video for you guys to show you how much you can save in a Ramadan Umrah this year. This is a training video, so I'm actually going to show you my screen as well as share tips while I'm talking. It will be very beneficial, especially if it is your first Umrah. If you've never planned an Umrah before and you think it's overwhelming, I am here to help you after 10 years of helping 1.7 million Muslims find information and deals on Umrah. So without further ado, let's get started. If this is your first time going for Umrah, I know it can be extremely overwhelming when you start planning it. Not so much because of the steps it involves, but actually because of the emotions it involves. And I have created a very easy 5-step Umrah process that you can follow to remove the overwhelm and inshallah make it easier for you to find deals and perform an amazing Umrah. I have a ton of videos that I'm going to leave links here to can help you with the steps, but also I'm just going to very quickly run through them. Feel free to skip them if you already know them and if you watch my previous videos, but if you're new, stick around because these 5 minutes will really help you to get out of this overwhelm. So the 5-step easy process is number 1, deciding to actually go for Umrah. This is the easiest, but also the most complicated. I would normally say start this process 6 months in advance, simply because then you can monitor flights and monitor the hotels. So you know how much money to pay for the package that you want. If you want to remove the overwhelm even more, on my website, muslimtravelgirl.com, I create monthly packages that can help you remove that overwhelm and actually find deals or see approximately how much they're going to cost you for different types of the month. You can find everything in the description of this video, inshallah. And I create those to help you either book them directly because you can click the link and book, or to see how much money you can save overall for your packages. Step number 2 is your visa application. Depending on the nationality, which type of visa, where you come from, if you have an indefinite leave to remain, for example, in the UK, there are different visa types that let you perform Umrah. I have videos that I'm going to link for you, and also check out my playlist on Umrah for all the information. Number 3, flights and accommodation. This is where you can save a lot of money, and that's why I said start 6 months in advance, because by monitoring them, you will know how much money. Like literally, this video I'm recording is the second time I recorded it because the first time yesterday, prices decreased by me recording it today. So I was like, okay, I have to literally re-record it so I can show you the updated prices. I could have left the other video. Maybe I should have. Anyways, I am here again showing you those prices. And I do have a ton of information on my website and some videos here on YouTube to help you, as well as a course that puts everything together. And I'm going to mention that further down below. 4th step, transportation. Literally, the best way to get around Saudi Arabia is taxis and Haramain train. Beautiful, fast, safe, secure. If you remember traveling to Umrah like me before the Haramain train via taxi, I absolutely hated doing that drive to Medina. So I am very grateful and happy that now we do have a train in place. Step number 5, the rituals. And this is where people get overwhelmed when they start planning their Umrah, because we put all the emotion into the planning. But when we remove the emotion, it's literally just any other holiday. And I know sometimes I get a lot of slack for saying that, but it's true. In general, it doesn't take more than 2 hours. I have a ton of video here showing you how I perform Umrah, but also in my course, the Ultimate Umrah Bundle, I share tips and tricks on finding deals, hotels, after teaching hundreds of students, as well as videos on how to perform Umrah, the du'as that you need, as well as tips of how to make those dua, inshallah, a reality of what I have learned from the past 12 years. So if you want to get your hands on that, check the description in this video. Sum up, the 5 steps are the decision, the visa, the flights and hotels, the transportation, and your ritual preparation, packing, and everything that's included in this. So without further ado, let's get to the core of this video training, which is planning an Umrah together. This Umrah is from the UK to Saudi Arabia, because I live in the UK and it is the easiest for me to plan. The reason why I had to re-record this video is because the flight went down from what I was showing you guys yesterday, and I really didn't want to show you an outdated price, because honestly, last minute deals are very possible. And that's why I always say, if you don't book months in advance or 3 months in advance, do not book 6 to 8 weeks prior to your travel. Book 2 weeks before you travel, because I have found so many deals doing this throughout the years, and I have saved thousands. I kid you not, literally, to the US, to Canada, to various places around the world. And I do have another video about how to save money on flights. Now, London to Jeddah direct recently went on sale, and now it is £300 from the 11th to the 20th of March. Now, you can also place with the dates, but when I first started recording this video in the morning, it was 277. Obviously, people are booking it. So if you click this link here, which I have directly linked it for you so you don't get overwhelmed, you can literally find this under the description of this video. I will leave the document for you to find it. This will be probably the price, or if not, the price would have increased. So then just go and look around for the best prices. Now, also, I have shared my flights for budget airlines from London to Jeddah, but initially I did them London to Jeddah and Medina to London. And I did that because then you don't have to come back to Mecca, to Jeddah. However, prices have gone really low. So really, depending on what you would like, you can find them for £200 as well. However, considering that Saudi Airlines at the moment is selling it for 300, I am literally just going to create the package of £300. And the reason being is that you coming back on Saudi for 300, you can get yourself Zamzam water. And I know a lot of people want Zamzam water, where Wizz Air does not allow you to take Zamzam with you. Of course, if you want to check the prices or play with the dates, these are the links, and then they will take you directly to Skyscanner, and then you can just see what would work for you and your family. Now, let's talk about hotels. Hotels during Ramadan are extremely expensive, unfortunately. I do have a course that teaches you how to get the 5-star hotels near the Haram on loyalty programs for up to 60% off. And I'm going to leave a link in the description below. For this particular video, we're doing budget. However, I try to find the best option, and I always only recommend places that I would personally stay in, that I would take my daughter and my own family. So you know that it's something that I don't do just because it's cheap, right? There are some cheaper options. I did not include them. I am including these particular hotels because I read the reviews, I found the deals, and I feel that I can stay in a place like this. So the first one is approximately 20 to 25 minutes, is the Mahd Al Risala. It's a 3-star hotel, but I know a lot of people want something that is within walking distance. And this one is a pretty good option. It's £302 for 5 nights. And here you can see it's approximately 20 minutes walk. If you are healthy, then definitely it's a good option. The other options that I have here, you can click on them and you can find them. But the Novotel Tucker City is a great option because it's a Western new hotel. So if you wanted something a little bit extra, that is 4-star, that it's a little bit more expensive, it has a shuttle bus that you can take. It's free to take you to the Haram. And if, of course, you are staying for longer periods of time in the Haram, then that shouldn't be a problem. However, if you want something within walking distance, these hotels are again within 10-15 minutes walk from the Haram as well. But of course, they differ significantly in price. For the purpose of this video, we are going to go with the number 1, which is the Mahd Al Risala. Also, this is for 2 people sharing, and children stay for free. So that brings the total cost even lower. With regards to Medina, unfortunately, Medina doesn't have very good hotel options. It is a lot less competitive than Mecca due to Haram. So hotel prices are quite expensive during Ramadan. It used to be cheaper. Unfortunately, now this is not the case. The best option you have, if you are looking to go on points, is the Crown Plaza Medina, 758. You can find this one on points, but also it is available for £700 if you wanted to pay cash. And this is for 3 nights. Because you're in Medina, you can actually take a taxi and you can reach within 5-10 minutes without a problem. Or you can walk it as well. But it's £280. If you really wanted to do a quick Umrah and you're booking less flights, for example, because this whole thing is very flexible for you, is just to give you examples, then the best option I would recommend, and to save money if you're on a tight budget, is to skip Medina and go when you have longer, when it is off season, inshallah, and just go to Mecca. Because compare those two, you're paying the same price to stay 5 nights, for example, in one of the hotels in Mecca than you were to stay for 2-3 nights in Medina. So again, if you're on a budget and you want to stay cheap for £50 a night, or 25 per person, you can stay in Medina, and that saves you also on transportation. Now, with regards to transportation options, I have linked everything here for you to make it easier. So you can find all my guides, all my reviews of the business class and economy seats, as well as whether you can rent a car and what I recommend. Transportation options, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, taxis, Haramain train are your best option, undoubtedly. So your train from Mecca to Medina is approximately £45, while I checked yesterday. And then the taxi is approximately £50. And mind that the train is per person, where the taxi is sharing. But you can find the taxis very easily from the airport once you exit. You can either take the green one, or they also have Kareem and Uber. I would personally suggest Kareem if you were to pick a ride share. And then, of course, you have the taxis between the train stations, since they're outside the city, which are approximately £10 per person. There is a bus, however, I'm not sure of the timetables, and honestly, for the price, unless you're in a very, very tight budget, I would just take a taxi because it's more convenient. With regards to visa prices and the types of visa you have, I'm going to link them below. The visa waiver is £35. You can find the details here. I have them here linked. Literally, you can find every single option for you to make it easy. Have a look at the totals. So the final cost, if you wanted to go London to Jeddah and then Medina using the low-cost airlines, will be £563 for everything that you need to pay, including your visas and your transportation. That does not include food, okay? And then the second option with a direct flight, if you were to do Medina and Mecca, will be £683. Still not bad, very good for literally middle of Ramadan. Like, these prices 10 years ago were unheard of. And then if you only did Mecca and you skip Medina and you stay at the cheapest option, which was the Mahd al Risala, the price is £566 per person, which is absolutely insane considering that this is a direct flight, a budget Umrah for £566. Amazing. So this is everything you need to plan your own Umrah. And hopefully this video inspired you, whether you're going in Ramadan or you're going outside of Ramadan, because these prices will be even cheaper, a little bit, not too much, during off-peak season, which is not in Ramadan, if you decide to stay in a budget hotel. Now, if you want to learn how to actually save a lot of money, stay in luxury on points in Mecca and Medina during Ramadan, the 5 nights, how I have done it for the past 10 years, and I have helped hundreds of students, then make sure you check my courses in the description of this video. As always, I will leave everything linked below, so make sure to check it out. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And also, let me know if there is anything else you would like to see from me, if you want any more packages and holidays and deals, because I have even been to the Maldives for free, so I can share that too. So until next time, Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Mubarak.